Did it work? I was just trying to... Nice. I was just trying to have a good image for the thumbnail. Hopefully that worked. Now, before I continue... Oh, that's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great morning today. And it is Friday. It is now Friday. Whoo! So now we have everything we've been preparing for. Call options closing today. Expiring today, sorry. News on the CPI reports and how they're going to be affecting us. We saw a dip yesterday towards the end of the day. Sorry, that's the sound of my chair. I need to get a new chair. Not bad. And now we are still in pre-market. We are at 8 minutes away from the market open. And let me change that. I always forget. No. Haha, excellent. Very, very nice. Cool. So, let's actually go over what's going on right now. So, right off the bat, the SPY is in the pre-market, trading at 449.20, just a few cents off of the price that it closed yesterday. Gamestop is also relatively close, but not as close. It is trading in the pre-market at 123. There was a bit of movement in the pre-market, but it seems that today's going to be one of those, possibly a slight rally in the first few minutes, and then we'll start coming back down towards the end of the day. Possibly, but I could be wrong, and it could be a complete rally all day, and we could go to the moon, and then next week continue ripping to greater and greater heights. On the other hand, we have AMC at 1874, also just a tiny bit up from in the pre-market from what it closed yesterday. And then Roblox. We were talking about Roblox yesterday. I still think that I might do that little call move on Roblox coming Monday. But it's not advice for anybody, and it's risky, obviously. Let's look at what's going on in the crypto space. Crypto. Oh my god. 43. We had a peak of 45. And a bottom of 42, 63. And now we're trading at around 43.6. Tough. Tough. Still, I think we might have, if the Fed does end up, I mean, it's more of a when they do, I guess, than if. If and when these rate hikes come in, this might suffer a bit more. And I think when that happens is when I'll start buying in more. I want to buy in more. At the recent bottoms, where were we at, around like the 38, 39,000 mark, I bought in a little bit of BTC, a little bit of Ethereum as well, when Ethereum was at about 2,500, 2,600. Oh, actually, ETH right now trading at 3,124. 123-ish, yeah. 3,100 area. I had a low of 3,000 during the night, or at least what I call during the night. So that would have been an interesting time to buy. It would have been up a little bit right now. And it had a high yesterday towards the evening as well. Of 328. Nice. Shiba. Shiba is I don't know what it's doing. It's trying to sustain, I suppose. Is this supposed to be some sort of level of support now? Like right here? Because it almost seems as though this is trying to be some sort of level of support. Just because I draw a line on here does not mean it will follow it. But it kind of gives us a somewhat of an idea. Possibly, actually, because this would have been resistance right here, bounced right through, broke out, and then now it's turned into this bouncing area of support. Maybe. Who knows? If we see it bounce, if it actually ends up following that as an actual thing, most likely not, then who knows, maybe it'll come around here, bounce again, and kind of sustain around that area. On the other hand, it could just come around here, start falling, and just rip right through all the way. And with the Fed news and everything, it's possible it might do that if there's a lot of institutions buying and selling. Which for Shiba, I don't know if there is much, but you never know. Let's go back over here. What do we have for BBIG? We are 2 minutes away from the market open. It is almost coming in, and it's coming in hot. No, just kidding. But 2 minutes away, and we are still. Oh, actually, we're up now on the. It's just like 3 cents. 0.03%. 0.02%, sorry. But who knows? Obviously, Shiba Inu and many of those other Ethereum-based coins will somewhat follow the pattern that Ethereum is. We just don't know by how much, and we just don't know if they really will. But it seems as though they typically tend to trade alongside it, alongside those bigger cryptos. I wanted to show you on Benzinga and Twitter news or anything. That was not what I was trying to look for. I was trying to find some of an article here that mentioned about Elon's response here to Biden's interesting bet. And that is market open. Let's see what's going on. Let's pause this for a second. All right. Up. Nice. The SPY is starting the day up by a little bit. 0.09%. GME trading at 123. AMC at 1875 and BBIG at 338, 339. Yesterday it had reached a good peak of 380. If you took profits at the time, at that moment, then you did good. If you didn't, and you're just gonna try to buy more in the dip, that's also good as well. It's all up to you. I have my hibiscus here just in case I need to stay hydrated. FB. Let's look at Meta platforms. What's going on with them? They are trading at 229. Not too bad. And then Tesla. What is going on with Tesla right now? I feel like the selling pressure should have been pretty much gone now. Or at least finishing up. Can't remember if Elon was done selling shares. But I thought it was around this time that he would be finishing up selling shares. Hopefully it is. And that way we can start having a little more push up towards the top. There was a, I know there was a gap fill earlier on, but that was about, I want to say, the end of last week and the beginning of this one. That should be done already. Around the 840s, 850s, something like that. It is trying to climb up a little bit. There's a little bit of volume here, but not much. Oh, GME is actually seeing quite a bit of volume this morning. Up to 125.57. And then AMC is also having a little bit of a push. Up above $19. Just about sustaining right around there. Or trying to sustain around $19. SPY at 450. We are continuing to put pressure on the movement up. Is it really? Interesting. Huh. Maybe we'll have it like that. I'll have it say entertainment. Entertaining. Let's see. What do we have? Let me check here. Buttons. Inflation is red hot. How to protect your portfolio now. Yes, it is actually pretty hot. It's pretty bad. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Oh. New York Times. New York could fire as many as 3,000 unvaccinated city workers today. Yeah, I don't understand a lot of that. I'm not gonna really get into it. Let's not go into that. We're not gonna get into much of the politics here. But we will get into the situation with inflation. How to protect your portfolio and grow income. Let's see what they write about that. And also, we are trading around the 124 mark on the GME. Back down a little bit to 1860.70 on AMC. The SPY is taking a little bit of a toll down. It's rotating down a little bit. And then Tesla is also having a bit of pain in the 906 area. Whoops, I didn't get to show you actually. Here we are. Now GME up for whenever people want to see it. And then here we are. Income investors, especially those who depend on fixed coupons from bonds, face a hit to their purchasing power as inflation stands above 7%. One strategy to hedge against such big price increases, however, is holding dividend exchange traded funds. EFA Global Research recently upgraded its view on these funds to favorable from neutral, citing as primary drivers historically low debt levels for companies, stable earnings, and depressed dividend payout ratios. I see. I don't know. I mean, I have thought about buying dividend stocks, but these stocks are also going down. And if you really think about it, dividend stocks are going to pay you dividends, yes, but aren't these dividends percentage based? So if the stock price goes down, then doesn't the dividend price as well? Maybe I'm wrong. I might be completely wrong on this, and it might actually be completely different. But that is what's in my head right now as I talk about dividends. I don't think a company will be paying a fixed $1 dividend, for example, if their share price goes from 2 or 300 down to $50, $40, $30. I really don't think they will. Now that's an extreme example, yes, but it's just the possibilities of that are. Right. We're 8 minutes into the market now. Oof, oof. Hopefully these things are still running on enough charge. These headphones. They're on the NFC, not NFC. I don't know, some sort of connector. It's a little different. The USB-C connector, and somehow SHIB seems to be somewhat stable, not moving too much. Bitcoin as well, not moving too much. We're not having a lot of action right now in the market. What we are having, that ain't it. Oops. Well, fair enough. What we are having is just this weird indecisiveness right now. Everything's trading at around what it opened. And it's been about almost 10 minutes since the open. So everything seems to be just kind of flat right now. It's like the market is taking its time to decide which way it's gonna go. Hopefully, once it does that, we can kind of have a good gauge of it. Sadly, at least from what I'm looking at, let's see, global markets. Nasdaq down a little bit, not really all that much. 0.10%, 0. Not actually 10%, but 0.10. Dow Jones Industrial Average also actually up 0.067%, and the S&P 500 ETF actually is 0.01 or 2 ish. Again, 0.01, not actually 0.1 or 1. No. So in trading kind of flat. There's not too much action going on. Beverages, wow. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Ambev, Consultant, Dr. Pepper, Diego, another, all of these. And then the electric utility companies, they're all green as well. Food is green, oil and gas seems to be green, real estate seems to be mixed. Personal hygiene industries here. everything seems to be pretty decent. Let's go back here to the stocks period again. How is Goog doing right now? It is at 2765. Wow. So after having that rise to 3,000, it is now back down a bit to the 2.7 range. Wow. Could have put to the top over there. And you'd be in the money right now. Well, depends. Also depending on how much premium you would have paid. These higher price stocks are usually also higher premiums to pay for the options contracts. Gamestop is still wrong. Oh, actually we're down a little bit. A little bit. 122. AMC down just a tad bit to 18. Whoops. 1850. And yeah, there's not much going on right now. It's all pretty flat and it's kind of taking its time to decide. We're almost 15 minutes into it, and it's taking quite a bit of time. Let me look if we have any news anywhere. That would be nice to see. Biden moves to split 7 billion in frozen Afghan funds, earning Taliban's demand. Why in Arizona County turned down 1.9 million code of relief? I don't know. Sean White finds the glory of falling short. Interesting. Things that are not really making much sense. Let's see. Barons. Stocks are rebounding as yields dip. Inflation fears linger. Well, that might have been yesterday, probably. I mean, I'm not sure. Is this from yesterday? It might have been. Four stocks that can power through inflation. Why it may surprise you. Not sure. These 14 stocks pause dividends. Here's where their payouts are now. Interesting. Ford stock is still a buy. Profits aren't peaking. Let's see. It says updated today at 8:43 a.m. Eastern time, but it was originally published. Oh, earlier today. It says Wall Street is starting to believe that it is as good as it gets for Ford Motor stock. That might be premature. You can't blame analysts for wondering, given the heights shares have hit. Ford has risen for ticker F. The stock has risen around 136% in 2021, besting the comparable returns from General Motors and Tesla. Wow. I mean, they aren't saying much, and also I can't really read the rest because I'm not signed in, and I don't have an account with Barron's, so we can't really see the rest of it. But I guess the idea is that they're wondering how much it'll continue to go up, if it will. I don't know. I think once we start seeing um, earnings reports and the next earnings reports, and we start seeing sales for the electric cars, not just their Mach E, but and whatever else they have, but also for their flagship, the Lightning. Then we'll start seeing um, the response to the stock, and in that response also more sustainable levels probably, and hopefully higher levels too. Why did it go to zero? That was not what I was trying to do. AMC. There we go. Oh, having a little bit of a push. 1890. And GameStop as well, up to 125.84. Little bit of a push. Oh, the SPY itself is also having a bit of a push, which is 440, 451.30 after opening at 449, having a low of 448. Okay, okay, not bad. Slow, but not bad. Goog as well. Yeah, let's look at BBIG first, and then I wanted to look at Prague as well, just to have an idea of what's going on right now. I think it reached a high of 190, or was it $2 yesterday? Something like that. $1.90, $2. BBIG though is up right now a little bit. In it is around 340s, 338, 39, 40s, around there. After having a low of 328. Actually it opened at 340, so it's kind of maintained. Never mind. Let's see here what Prague is here to tell us. Prague is right now 194. It was 211 at one point. Whoops, excuse me. It was at 211 at one point in the pre-market, but now it's 195. All right, not bad. Prague has had a very crazy. I mean, everything has had a very crazy cycle right now, but Prague literally hit, at least in my head, it's crazy because it hit 111 at one point at the bottom. Had I bought at the bottom and just held it all the way to here, we would be 195, yeah. It would be up, I want to say about 90, 92 or so percent. I'm terrible at math, so I might have it entirely wrong. GameStop trading at 128.89. Sorry, 128. See, that could have caused a lot of problems. 124.50. AMC around 18, 19. Trying to get to the 19 level. Hopefully it can get to that 19 level and then sustain. Also very possible that we have influx of selling pressure because of it being AMC stock. And I don't know why it does that. It just turns off. Makes no sense to me. These just turn off. Now, if the AMC calls for 18. Wow, excuse me. So sorry. My apologies. You that's up? Wow. At least I thought I did. I'm gonna have to see what's going on. Trading around 19. Well, was and is trying to keep those levels. It is almost around 19. Hopefully, it sustains those levels. Now, if it closes above 18, it also has to be somewhat substantially above 18. It's not just 1801 or 1803, 1804. It has to be quite substantially above 18. If it closes above 18 today, then we will have very, very, very many $18 strike price calls in the money. And them being in the money, possibly coming Monday and Tuesday and the settlement days, those shares, if they're bought and people exercise many of those options, then that can create some buying pressure in the stock, which could push it up quite a bit, hopefully above the 20 level. Now, it's not guaranteed, and also it just helps the odds if it does close above 18. But the problem is, knowing how whoever's trying to control this stock much, whether it's the hedge funds or market makers, it doesn't matter who. Knowing how risky it is for the stock to go up for them, I very much doubt how they'll allow it to go above those prices. Who knows? They just might. But I would keep an eye on that. I would be careful. And if you have some sort of profits in it or something, if you're trading it in terms of options and maybe short-term trades, then I understand. If you're holding it for the long term, well, that's all you. Just keep in mind that we can't get our hopes up so much when we really don't know what's gonna happen, and it could go either way today. So hopefully it's more towards the positive side for us and not towards the negative. To be good, seems to be good. Alright, so right now it is about 23 minutes into the. Is it 23 minutes? Yeah, around 23 minutes. We haven't even gone 30 minutes into the market yet. Wow. I think Meta is actually kind of going towards the downside. Yep, it is. It is having pressure towards the downside right now. Not always the best type of pressure, but it is pressure. And then okay. That is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm over here grunting and trying to not sneeze, but that's no good. No good for you. I'm sorry. FB. Amazon. See what's going on with Amazon. Amazon. It is trading at 3,160. It was a high of 3,270 this recently, and its highest point was. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Great. Its highest point being 3,700, almost $4,000. How quite amazing, right? Oh, here we are. Gotta readjust this properly. Yep. Alright, but man, the type of pressure we're getting is not good, man. In Amazon and FB, in Meta. Everything else though seems to be trying to have a bit of an upward trend. It's just not going too well. I think we might have. I don't know, but it almost looks like we might have a pretty red day today if these levels don't sustain right here. Who knows? But I'm glad those who joined were able to join. I am very happy to see y'all. And anyone that wants to leave their comments and also check out the links under the description on being able to, sorry, not being able to, the links in the description to be able to get your free stocks. Go ahead and sign up for them, including public. If you're looking for a brokerage without payment for order flow, then public is your boy. Okay. On the other hand, wish you the best. There's also crypto trading that you can do. Hope you have an excellent day, excellent weekend for those who are not able to come back for the closing stream, and best wishes.